Nerd. We're unscripted. We're in the weird part of YouTube now.
The answer to life is 22. So, anime versus cartoons, because there is a difference.
Yeah, in this video we're mainly going to be doing a debate, anime, cartoons.
Japanese created animations compared to like the American ones.
The American cartoons, pretty much.
Yeah. There's a different style in the animation, there's a different kind of a different feel to it, and especially there's a different and especially if you watch anime that's unedited for Americans, there's a different cultural background. One of my favorite animes is an anime called Sekirei. That one's dubbed. The voices are dubbed and everything. And it's the cultural aspect, I believe, very much is still Japanese, where it's like Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon and stuff, which
they're more kind of mainstream, kind of a mix between anime and American style cartoons.
The cultural parts of that stuff is dubbed into American aspects. Like, I know in some scenes and stuff they talk, or they're eating like rice balls in Japan, and here they have a hamburger.
No, classic one on Pokemon. Brock makes rice balls, and he calls them jelly donuts.
The animation, people might look at the animations and go, "Oh, they're very similar," but go watch Airbender, The Last Airbender.
Avatar: The Last Airbender, yes.
And go watch.
Surprisingly, though, some people classify it as anime. I'm one of those people.
But it's not.
It's not.
It's American made.
The creators, Mike and Brian, they were pretty smart about this. They made it look like it was an anime, to where like they showed a picture of the main character Aang, to where it had Japanese writing on it.
Right, and they kind of did that to be like, oh, look at our show, it's anime, and get that other crowd of people that you know, appreciate and watch animes to go, oh, well, this is a very well done cartoon, maybe I'll actually sit down and watch it. And I think a lot of people have it. I think it's got a good following.
It has a huge fan base, especially with the spin-off Legend of Korra. Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! Were kind of like my favorite cartoons, but again, that's anime. But no, one of my main focuses is going to be a classic cartoon, Looney Tunes. Come on, perfect,
that's a good one. Perfect
American cartoon, right there, Looney Tunes, and I'm even going to throw in older shows like Tom and Jerry.
We're an old generation, I guess, kind of nerd, because if you watch any cartoons nowadays, I don't know what your opinion about this is, any cartoon nowadays, most of them are bad.
Unfortunately, when it comes down to it, in the 80s and 90s, we had cartoons to where, yes, they were sometimes kind of violent, like Tom and Jerry, where it's like, there was like, or Looney Tunes, like anvils, dynamite, and everything.
Yeah, but it was a lot of repetitive, kind of stupid violence, too.
Understandable, yes.
Yeah.
But also, when you come into nowadays, for, like, my nephew's generation, he's 3 years old, it comes to where they're just making shows with bright colors and, oh, let's do the ABCs. Yes, they're learning the ABCs, but it's just,
well,
there's nothing to the plot.
And not
of
even
the show.
The younger kid shows. Have you ever watched 4Kids TV? I know it's a monstrosity. Have you ever watched 4Kids TV? Some of those,
4Kids.
I mean, but really, they're horrible. But like, if you watch some of the cartoons on there, the American-made cartoons, they seem like they're ripping off the animes. Like there was one. It was called Chaotic.
Yes.
It was called Chaotic, and it was pretty much. It was okay.
Yeah.
But it was like a ripoff of like Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon.
But no, the show was actually pretty good.
The show wasn't bad, and the animation wasn't.
There was 2 styles of animation with it too, and
yeah, they changed it like after season 1 or something like that.
The first version of the animation was actually better for me, at least.
I don't remember
because it was different, and then it became more cartoonish style.
Yeah, if I remember right, I think it was the second one, wasn't it didn't look hand-drawn or anything. It kind of looked like they were just doing, like, stick figures that were moving. Or something. Wasn't it more like, supposed to be, like, more 3D, but it wasn't?
The 3D was the first animation, I believe. It's been a while.
We're probably screwing this up horribly.
American-style cartoons, and even just kids' shows in general, has really been slipping.
Yeah. There's really no, like, plots or anything to them now.
It's just now it's just to grab kids' attention so they have ratings. There's nothing really to it. The Cartoon Network show Adventure Time. Okay,
I'm staying out of this one because I don't have cable and I've not seen this show,
yeah.
so I'll let you...
I've seen it once or twice, and I actually did give it a shot. You know, let me put it that way. I did give it a shot. To me, it just seems like someone got stoned, hey, let's draw a couple things, and they made a show.
Yeah, but you mentioned people got stoned, and it was like, hey, let's draw a couple things, but some of the great some of the great cartoons were made that way. Look at Fantasia. The Mickey Mouse Fantasia. Mm-hmm. It looked like someone puked rainbows and... I mean, watch Fantasia. It is music, it is magic, and it is just like classic Disney. And I guarantee the creator of that was high.
I'm really talking about the plots anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. See, this is why I prefer anime. I got Netflix, and I watch different animes all the time on Netflix, and they have really good plots to them. Like, I watched one, it was called Gunsword. If you've ever seen Gunsword, it's a great anime. And, like, the whole plot is this guy trying to get revenge on this one guy. But the way they lead up to it and the different, like, intermittent storylines in each episode and whatnot, it kept along the same line of he's trying to get revenge on this guy. But it was very well done. I think animes know when to stop. Yeah. Where cartoons, they draw those things out.
Let's bring Fairly Odd Parents. It got to the point where, believe it or not, it's premiered over a decade ago.
Really?
Yeah. Just like SpongeBob.
But see, and then how they got that to go a decade amazes me because there's... But I have seen episodes and I've seen parts of it, and what storyline is there? And there's really no overall storyline, is there?
In a way.
Guy can't catch fairies and
using Fairly Odd Parents and SpongeBob as an example.
Oh,
I'm sorry, Nickelodeon.
Oh.
There's just this is who they are, and this is their crazy adventures.
Do you get the feeling a lot of shows now, like cartoons and stuff, are just filler episodes?
There is no real plot. It's really just 15 minutes of entertainment.
A cartoon that I do watch all the time, Ponies.
My Little Ponies, Friendship is Magic. Generation 4, not the other ones, because there is a difference.
There's a huge difference.
The creator, Lauren Faust.
The last three in this one. Like, even those shows, there's not really... There is somewhat of an overall plot, but a lot of the episodes, I guess, could be qualified as filler episodes.
Yeah. Anime versus cartoons. Cartoons has it to where there is a meaning, there is some kind of secret lesson that kids should learn. When it goes over to anime, there is a main plot and everything. There is a storyline.
And there's a lesson, too. And I think...
There's sometimes a lesson.
Sometimes there's a lesson.
Sometimes there's an anime where it's just about boobs. Overall, we're ranting by now. Here's the point. Anime versus cartoons, what's your opinion? We do weekly videos, or at least we're planning on doing it. Subscribe to our channel. Follow us on Twitter, Tumblr,
Facebook.
Like our Facebook page. I've been Jeremy.
And I still haven't been Steve.
Signing off.